Hey everyone, I hope you've had a great day so far and that you're doing well. For this video we'll be going through a quick unboxing of the second release of the classic class wave with Bumblebee. And this particular version of Bumblebee is obviously from, not that it's in English, from Blokees. And in terms of the thematic side of things, this was around the time of when Rise of the Beasts was released some time ago. So going back to pretty much the start of the classic series for the Transformers model kits, before pretty much hitting the modernized line as I finally get them. Obviously I've done a few in the past, Optimus being the first one of the line. I've done Nemesis Prime, Megatron from the 2007 movie. So yeah, it's all going to be done. It's just going back to, I would say number one, but Bumblebee's actually number two. And going through the line. So, front of the box, a nice shot of Bumblebee here on a very lithographic background. Now, this is pretty much the Asia release, so English will be minimal. But obviously, as these started to grow popular, they obviously fell into the Western market. That's pretty much the box. Bumblebee is still written on the bottom. So that's very much his incarnation from Rise of the Beasts. Another shot there on the side, Classic Class 02. And then just a few more shots of Bumblebee, some of his equipment, which looks to be a closed fist and obviously his ranged weapon, and a view from the back. As for the back of the box, pretty much a quick rundown of the completed model, the runners. I'm not too sure what those are. Obviously the lack of English makes things a little bit confusing, possibly a variation. And obviously this would be his little bio here, but once again, sadly not in English. Anyway, box done. Time to have a look at the contents. And with everything out of the box, we get a manual, of course. So just another image of Bumblebee. On the back, they'll just, well, in this case, there will just be some instructions on how to put Bumblebee on the little included base. We do have some other things that we'll look at in a quick minute. Breakdown of Bumblebee's runners and parts. Just a nice little visual image. Bumblebee's bio, so unfortunately not English, but that's okay. And then just opening up the main manual. Now the manual does pretty much explain some of those extra parts, so there is the ability to recreate a particular scene between Bumblebee and Scourge. Now I don't know how easy it will be to interchange things, because that does look like it's his main body. So I wonder if it's one of those you almost have to actually plan to do it that way. But then I guess it depends how easy it is just to detach everything from the main body as well. Having just done Megatron from the 2007 movie, his chest was obviously easy to replace between two chest variations, but this one's obviously a bit different because it's half the torso. What else was included? We do just get this little information pamphlet about the light device. And then similar to Optimus, there is some stickers to affix to the top of the bases. This is obviously back in the day when the bases were perfectly flat and, well, I don't want to say boring per se, but didn't have any detail that the new version of bases have. In terms of everything else, speaking of bases, I guess we'll just get them out of the way. So we get these two little black bases. You can pretty much pose Bumblebee on. So it's nice that Blokees include that. The bag of loose parts that I will keep until I'm ready to do some stuff with. So we get those for flame effects. The light unit, which seems to have some extra sticker detailing on it, surprisingly enough. Some of the light pipe effects and things like that, and I see, I think that's the bit from Scourge's weapon that is supposed to go through him. So that's that. In terms of the runners, this will be interesting because there's a few of them. There's several Bs, but starting with B1, which is basically the same through and through. So in grey, and there's just pretty much your knee and elbow connection pieces. As for the rest of the bee runners, so we've got right through to B5s, but they're all going to be in yellow, so Bs 2 in 3, going to pretty much Bumblebee's exterior armour. And we do have a little bit of pre-painted colours as well, which is always nice. So that's Bs 2 and 3. As for Bs 4 and 5, we're still in yellow. And once again, just a few more pieces for Bumblebee's exterior body armor. So those are the Bs. In terms of the Cs, we actually have a few Cs, starting with C1, going to that very dark graphite mechanical components. And then C2 and C3 I'll do together. So C2, still mechanical graphite components. Do see some weapons here from Scourge, and then we also have the wheels as well for Bumblebee. And then lastly, we get an F runner in silver. So that'll just do front of his alt mode, his head, and just some other detailing. So that pretty much brings us to the end of the unboxing of Bumblebee, Classic Class 02 for Rise of the Beast in the Blokees Classic Class line for Transformers. As I've mentioned before, I've already built 2.5, the reason why I say half, Megatron's in progress. So I'm definitely quite enjoying these builds. They're not very difficult, but the end result is actually quite surprising. It's quite aesthetically detailed, articulation and everything. I definitely quite enjoy it, and even though they don't transform, they're still pretty cool. Thank you very much for watching this unboxing video. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. This does help support the channel, and I do appreciate it. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram, which as of right now there should be a few shots of the Work in Progress Megatron. Otherwise there will be some stuff that I'll put up to my YouTube community tab as well. With that being said, stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all possibly in next week's Transformers video, which will probably be Classic Class 03, which I think is Scourge, or something else on the channel. See ya.